Hey, how's it going, Fit Like? You're watching Pro 307, it's me. And I'm out in the garage on a Sunday after some drinks on a Saturday night, so we're okay, we're doing okay. But I just thought I'd give you a rundown of what all progress we're making with the Pro 307 Silvia. We're here in the garage, there she is, look, in all her glory. Everybody's getting into these vlogs, Ricky Lawrence, Driftland. I thought, hey, I'll have a bash, I can do that as well, can't I? So I'm holding a GoPro, speaking to myself in a shed. So what all's been happening? Let's go to the front of the car first. Try and maintain my composure. So, what's happened here? I've been having a continual cylinder head problem with these RBs. It turns out that they're more complex than most other engines that are using a rear radiator configuration. So I've basically had to rebuild the cooling system to try and suit this. I've learned some things and I'm trying to make it better. We'll get on it. The next time out it'll be good, I promise. Last time I was on the dyno as well, we found that the turbine housing that I put on, if you watched my last Pro 307 episode about more power and faster spool up, we made more power, but we felt we could have done with a bigger turbine housing. So as you can see, wastegates are rebuilt and I need to get a new turbo on. Dash 20 fittings, and I've put in the sensors into the actual housing up here, so it's a better representation of the sensor. Representation of the sensor? Is that the right thing to say? Oh, God knows. Dash 20 water pipes for going underneath the car. I just decided to swap up to Dash 20 to get better water flow through the system. James Dean's still using Dash 16, I think, which is more than good enough, but I noticed some of the Formula D's guys are driving Dash 20, using Dash 20, and I just thought it'd be better upgrading while I'm rebuilding the cooling system. Radiator's all cut up. Cut the radiator up, I've got some bits to get welded onto that, which are over here. Here we have a multitude of fittings and parts that need to be welded together. Water pump with my new 35mm suction. And here we have the new twin scroll turbine housing, which is a 0.83 twin pulse to replace the 0.61 that's on at the moment. So I'll get them swapped out, get them changed, get the turbo back on today. As you can see, the radiator's out, radiator is gone, and new hole for the new water lines to run through. I'm hoping to do an episode, a proper episode dedicated to the cooling system, putting the radiator in the back. Hopefully I'll have a solution and hopefully it'll work and we'll be able to get some driving out of the car this year. I'd very much like to compete in SDC at the very minimum this year and try and get some seat time. Other things we've got going on, hopefully I'll be able to do a feature on my new Works XD9R wheels. These are 10.5 inch wide with this super cool lip on it. I'll get a feature on them, compare them to some Rotas maybe. Other things I've got going on is I got some fake headlights because I plan to go a bit more aggressive, a bit more hard in my driving this year if we get the chance. And I don't want to wreck 500 quid headlights. So fiberglass sticker headlights like stock cars, so we're going to try and get them fitted for some events. I'm not going to run these all the time. As you know, style is everything. I have to design a new fan enclosure, which I've made a start to, but aluminium welding I can't TIG weld, so I have to get somebody else to do that. Also an oil change, it's been an event and a dyno run, I need to put new oil in. I also need to check a gearbox oil as well. So basically this is the kit what I've got from Owen Developments. This is the genuine Garrett turbine housing, and it also comes with new bolts, well packaged, new bolts, new washers and a gasket, but we don't run a gasket because we've got a metal to metal seal face for more reliability. because the .83 turbine housing has a bigger flange, I've had to get another weld on flange, and I'm going to have to get that welded onto the downpipe, which is more work again. It doesn't fit. By the way, anybody want to buy a .61 twin scroll T3 housing, just give them a holler. A holler? Tunes? What tunes have we got? The best tunes, woo! Miami, South Beach, bringing the heat. It's the turbine side of the turbo. Old turbine housing and new turbine housing. Right, so that's looking good. New turbine housing on. Bolts are all tight. I'm just going to check that, yep, it's not catching on anything. That should be good. Let's try it on, see how it's going to look orientation wise. Let's have a looky. Here we go. Right, that looks, this fitting needs to come round a little bit, but you should always have the outlet port from the turbo up slightly. It's to do with cooling. When the engine's off, the cooling, it pulls water through the turbine cooling system. So now it's looking good. I just need to turn it a little bit and we will be sorted. Well, Ricky Lawrence maybe has his cat, but I've got Sky the dog. Come on, Sky, where's your bone? I'll get it. Where's the boomerang? There it is. Why, Garrett? Why not make it the same flange? Why do I have to go and cut and weld this off and put a new flange on? Why? So one thing I was really worried with the problems with the cylinder head was if it actually done damage to the cylinder head without any proper water flow going through it. Things got really hot to the point where the car started misfiring. I think the fuel was evaporating before it was actually igniting, or the coil packs were letting me down under heat. Now, as soon as the car cooled down, it was fine, it was running properly, it was making proper boost, but I need to really pull the rocker covers off and double check the cylinder head and maybe give the head studs a tighten and make sure they haven't stretched. So here's the moment of truth. There's no sign of heat round about the cam carriers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the other side off and I'll get the torque wrench on it and see if, make sure that there's not any stretch in the head studs. Right, so I've got my book with my procedure, I've got my torque settings, I've got my big ass torque wrench. So we're starting 1, 2, 3, 4 run, 1, 2, 3, 4 run. So it's like, I'm gonna remove. There we go. She's still good. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. That's still tight. That's good. I love the smell of my RB. It's like oil and failure all in one. I love it. Top 307 tip, always put your torque wrench back to 0. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, I haven't been able to bring you any Silvia drifting, but hopefully we'll get that chance again in the next few months, I hope. So give me a like on my Facebook page. If you really want a really good drifter, check Ricky Lawrence's feed and his page. He does some cool skids. He's a much better drifter than me at the moment. Check me out on YouTube at Pro307, and I will catch you guys later.